Look at your life carefully. Not the version you show on social media. Not the excuses you tell your friends. Not the potential you talk about. The reality. Are you proud of your effort? Not your dreams. Not your intentions. Your effort. Because dreams are common. Effort is rare. Everybody wants to be successful. Everybody wants to be respected. Everybody wants freedom, money, confidence, a strong body, a powerful mindset. But very few are willing to pay the price. And the price is simple. Daily work, boring work, repetitive work, uncomfortable work. Let's be honest, you don't lack information. You know you should train. You know you should eat better. You know you should read more. You know you should stop wasting hours scrolling. The problem isn't knowledge. The problem is discipline. And discipline is not something you feel. It's something you decide. You think successful people wake up motivated every day? No, they wake up committed. There is a huge difference. Motivation is emotional. Commitment is a decision. When you rely on motivation, you move only when you feel good. When you rely on commitment, you move no matter how you feel. And that is power. Right now, somewhere in the world, someone with less talent than you is winning. Why? Because they are consistent. They don't negotiate with their feelings. They don't ask themselves, do I feel like it? They say, this is who I am. That's identity. If you see yourself as lazy, you will act lazy. If you see yourself as disciplined, you will act disciplined. So the real question is not, what do you want? The real question is, who are you becoming? Every action is a vote. Every workout is a vote for strength. Every healthy meal is a vote for discipline. Every hour of focused work is a vote for success. And every excuse? That's a vote for staying the same. You cannot build a powerful life with weak standards. Raise them. Raise the way you talk to yourself. Stop saying, I can't. I'm tired. I'll start tomorrow. Replace it with, I do hard things. I don't quit. I finish what I start. Because your words shape your identity. And your identity shapes your destiny. Listen carefully. The world is not against you, but it is competitive. Nobody cares about your potential. They care about your performance. You say you want financial freedom. Are you studying? Are you building skills? Are you learning how money works? You say you want a strong body. Are you training consistently? Are you eating with intention? You say you want confidence. Are you doing uncomfortable things daily? Confidence is earned. You earn it by keeping promises to yourself. And right now, be honest. How many promises have you broken? You said you would start. You didn't. You said you would be consistent. You weren't. You said this year would be different. Is it? This is not to shame you. This is to wake you up. Because you are capable of more. Much more. But comfort is seductive. Comfort whispers, relax. You deserve a break. Just one more day. And suddenly, one day becomes 1 week. 1 week becomes 1 year. And 1 year becomes a life of regret. Regret is heavy. Heavier than discipline. Discipline weighs ounces. Regret weighs tons. Imagine being 10 years older, looking back. Will you be proud of how you fought? Or disappointed by how easily you gave up? Time will pass anyway. The question is, who will you be when it does? You cannot control everything. You cannot control the economy. You cannot control other people. You cannot control every opportunity, but you can control your effort, your attitude, your discipline, your habits, and habits are everything. Your life right now is a reflection of your habits. If you want a new life, build new habits, not extreme ones, consistent ones. Wake up at the same time. Train even when tired. Read 10 pages daily. Work with focus for 1 extra hour. Small actions. Massive impact over time. People overestimate what they can do in 1 week. but they underestimate what they can do in 5 years. 5 years of consistency can transform your body, your finances, your mindset, your entire identity. But only if you start, not when it's convenient. Now, there will be days you feel lost, days you doubt yourself, days you fail. Good. Failure is feedback. Failure is training. Failure is part of growth. Winners are not people who never fail. They are people who never stay down. Every setback is a test. Will you quit? Or will you adapt? Because adaptation is strength. You must become mentally tougher than your excuses. When your body says stop, ask if it's pain or just discomfort. Most of the time, it's discomfort. And growth lives inside discomfort. If you avoid discomfort, you avoid growth. If you chase growth, you embrace discomfort. That's the difference between average and exceptional. Average chooses easy. Exceptional chooses necessary. Nobody sees the early mornings. Nobody sees the late nights. Nobody sees the sacrifices. But everyone sees the results. Do not chase applause. Chase progress. Progress builds pride, and pride builds power. You want to feel powerful? Keep promises to yourself for 30 days straight. No excuses, no negotiations, no emotional decisions. Just standards. Because when you control yourself, you control your future. Stop waiting to feel ready. You become ready by starting. Stop waiting for confidence. You build confidence by acting. Stop waiting for clarity. Clarity comes from movement. You don't steer a parked car. Move. Even if it's slow. Even if it's messy. Even if you're scared. Move. The person you admire? They started scared too. They just didn't stop. And that is your opportunity. Not to be perfect, but to be relentless. Relentless in effort. Relentless in discipline. Relentless in growth. You have one life. One. No rewinds. No practice round. The days are expensive. Don't waste them. So starting today, raise your standards, control your habits, do the work, build your body, strengthen your mind, invest in your future, and when it gets hard, smile. Because hard means you're growing. Hard means you're separating from average. Hard means you're becoming who you were meant to be. Now ask yourself, if not now, when? If not you, who? The future is not something you enter. The future is something you build. So build it with discipline, with courage, with relentless action. And never forget, you are one decision away from a completely different life. Make it